And we're back with another question, Ron. This member would like to know, once we have been vetted and accepted as a humanitarian, would the Alliance provide a type of diplomatic immunity passport to travel to different countries? How do you see this working?
I don't see the old way working. I see the new way as being NESARA compliant. If a country is not GESARA compliant, I won't be going in there, because if I buy something there, how do you pay for it? They are not on the quantum financial system, so they're not going to get payment for something that I want to buy. It doesn't work that way. And so this is a question without looking over towards NESARA. That's the new governance that will be set up in a divine way for us to manifest the things that will bring us joy and happiness in our lives. And this is all part of that. There's no diplomatic immunity. There will not be from the alliance, but it will be through the government of that country to allow you to do your humanitarian work. That's becoming GESARA compliant. If this city that I live in, Salt Lake City, does not become GESARA compliant, I won't be doing business with them, nor the county, nor the state. And when they run out of money because there's no taxing anymore, only sales tax, what are they going to do? If they're not GESARA compliant, they're out of business. They won't have money to build roads or EMS or police or fire. They won't have any money for that. They will not have any money for that. So how do you think they're going to provide that as a governing body once NESARA is in place? If you've understood what I've said in the past, our community assistance centers and the directors, I visioned that they will be buying the fire trucks. They'll be buying the fire stations. The city, the county, the state will be selling those because they have no way to sustain them. So we buy them and we sustain them. We give them contracts, employment contracts, and we do all kinds of stuff to help them. And I'm not sure how that's all going to happen. Each, fire department is different than the EMS and so forth. So there's all of those sorts of things. They don't have any money, and the directors in the CAC have tons of money to come in and let's work this out so that the community is serviced to the point that they can have no worries and concerns about things like police. Defund the police. We're going to fund the police like you've never seen it before. We're going to fund the fire departments like they've never seen it before. They will be rich doing the thing that they really enjoy doing. And that's the same with the EMS people. We'll go into hospitals and they will be changed because we're going through the med bed experience, and so there's going to be changes, major changes. Cities, counties, and states and nations will not have the funds until we provide it for them. That's where NESARA is going. That's where LWS is going. Just keep that in mind. And so when somebody tells me, oh, you're asking too much, we're in the millions or 500,000 minimum for our bonds for the rate that we're getting exchanged. Oh, that's just ridiculous to ask those kind of. Well, if you got to travel from here to Los Angeles, and you put a gallon of gas in to think you're going to get there, you're going to be thumbing your way along. So there are things that are coming that we don't understand, that if we plan everything out the way things are now, it will not be the same. We have to have the Spirit telling us, giving us the vision of what's going to be taking place for us to be able to function as a humanitarian, as one that is assisting in the communities and giving the people in the communities the funds and the injection of funds that they need for everything that they're going to try and do. And then that's in that community there. What about every community in the world having that same thing? That's where the change comes. That's why Love One Society will change the economic system of this world. It can't function without funds. And nobody that I'm aware of is asking for the right amounts of money, getting the right amount of bonds. We're offering SKRs that way beyond what you want to buy. Thousands of dollars at today's prices for bonds. We give it to you for free. Why? Because you're a humanitarian. And we have the funds, we have the bonds to share with. And so that's what we're doing. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that's coming for us. And the diplomatic community and the passports and all that sort of stuff. That's part of NESARA. That's a long answer for a short question.
Yes.
Let's go to the next.
So much in there. All right. And thank you for that, Ron. We'll be right back with the last question.
Okay.